To return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Boston Scott, his first carry, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Touchdown, defense.
On first down, Scott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Trubisky. Oh, he's got a little daylight. But he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many runs in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
And that last one, that hurts. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Jackson on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. First and goal. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood, Marquise Brown there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. second down, but this time it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Well, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, a great return here gets us all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mike 54. Hey, I'm coming.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That throw good for 4. It's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To throw is Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check curls.
Here's Trubisky to throw. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now play. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Mike 54.
Now Jackson on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Trubisky. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
now Trubisky lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
when I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, or in this case, lose the football?
Well, it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now it's Jackson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety creep.
Again, Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Their own 26-yard line.
Get out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On second and a couple. Trubisky brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Lane. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now the second down throw on target. On 3rd down, and he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st down, Steelers.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now it's Trubisky. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down. As they are now on the board here in the first half. point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. He can't get him down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Come on, 180! Let's go, D.
On first down, Trubisky. And now here's another interception. Picked up down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. As you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern, maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now it's Trubisky. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Got his man, it's Eifert. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception. Wow.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jordan Howard, an 80-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell the offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 2nd down, it's Scott. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On the carry, this is Scott. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Red, up. Check my 50. Mike, get up.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. He's going to rifle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions. interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, and Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They go play action with Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Jackson. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Trubisky. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
18.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
At the 43-yard line.
Mike 54. Come on, D.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And Jackson throwing once more towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. Throwing is Jackson, and this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 49. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch twist.
Here's Jackson. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
QB's trash. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And my goodness, another interception. picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe they're returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll run on 1st down. Colt. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And the 10-year vet knocks it toward the goalpost. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Baltimore, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, put on the gas, I will not crash, they will not stop me, tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me, celebrate, I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands, no man, man, oh there with the hands, thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can, got it on smash, put on the gas, I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me, tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me, celebrate, I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands, no man, man, oh there with the hands, thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can, got it on smash, put on the gas, I will not crash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us